So the weird thing is the pillar before that one showed us part of the parkour sequence in the library that we haven't actually done yet. With any luck, though, with any luck, we should be able to get through this in this session. The rest of the game.
I'll start the story from here next time.
And finish it off. Like I say, I've done this in under 5 hours without practice. So let's see how we do. There's a sand pillar up. There's a sand cloud up there. Not going to be able to reach that. I'll have to drop down, it looks like. Yep, so we'll worry about that later. Okay, so... One trope you might be aware of and tired of if you've ever played a 3D Zelda game.
She said my love. I know she did. I didn't dream it. At least, I think I didn't. It's quite natural, really. Her kingdom's conquered, she has nothing, no one to protect her. She needs me. I can see it in the way she looks at me. All I'd have to do is reach out, take her hand, and she'd be mine. Why am I talking to myself?
I'm up here. You did it.
You did it! Good work! Fine show! New sword! So the good news is that will probably allow us to kill enemies faster. The bad news is that'll probably stretch out the combat encounters. Again. Alright, so where are we going with this? Up. Ah, this way. See, this is definitely where the game shines for me, but... It's like I said earlier, this is the kind of thing I prefer in these games. It's like we get to Uncharted, and the stuff I'm really interested in Uncharted is the exploration, not the gunfights.
There's something odd about this bookcase. Look! It's the same symbol that was on the pillar.
Stay there. I'll come to you.
Alright, let me see this. Right, so I'll need to turn this over here, or I'm going to have to come back here. I remember this.
It's no use moving the mirror. There's no light beam.
Won't tell me what to do. It's like, I love these platforming exploration sequences in games like this. I love them. The best part. God knows I wasn't playing Uncharted for the gunfights. God knows that's why I quit the original Uncharted before I finished it. Because they just kept doing gunfights and all I wanted was to explore and do parkour. And the gunfights just kept going on and on and on. You think you'd be done with one and you'd walk 2 feet and there'd be another one. Oh god, bugger off. So we need to get there in the centre, and this is going to break. Yep. Although that looks jumpable. Okay. Bada bing. And looks like we found the way to another health upgrade. Always appreciated. Lowers the chance of Farah killing me. I'm still not over that game over. Really not. Ugh. That health bar's getting pretty long. Start to wonder if they pull a Devil May Cry and split it into two. Okay,
Where is that glow coming from?
what glow? You mean that? What glow? Alright, we try and go over this way. Not jumping that. So let's take the scenic route. One of those collapses, and I think it's the one on the right. Yes. I love it when a shortcut works. If that hadn't collapsed, I'd probably jumped across it anyway. Just to make things quicker.
Listen to this. Of what use is reason against the power of love? Love is life. So if you want to live, die in love. Die in love if you want to stay alive.
What's that supposed to mean?
I thought you'd like it.
If you want to be useful, try finding a book that'll tell us how to get out of here.
This isn't that kind of game.
Game? She thinks this is a game. Stay there. I'll come to you.
It's a good thing we set those up before, otherwise we'd have to go around again. Which has happened on previous playthroughs. Of course, we can't forget the sand cloud that's pretty much right beneath us. So let's see what we can do about that. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered so much because it looks like I have to get back there to get down anyway. Oh, it wasn't that one I was thinking of. It was the center one that I've forgotten before that I had to do. That I had to go back round to do.
Be careful.
Okay, now that I'm here, what? Now what?
There was one more symbol. Do you remember? It was in the main hall.
If I go down there, am I going to be able to get back up? I can't even check that. I see it.
Fine. Take all the time you need. I'll read a book.
If I didn't need you for this, I would go over there and I would cut you. Oh, that was nasty. Okay, and round the roundabout we go. Alright. So one thing that's really nice about the next sword upgrade is it means we can just break walls with one swing of the sword. Which is convenient, it speeds things up. Okay, move this into position. Yeah, I wonder as this channel goes on how many light mirror reflection puzzles we're going to end up doing. Probably going to be a few, because I intend to do most of the Zelda series at least. God knows that series has plenty. Think of a few off the top of my head. There's the one in the Spirit Temple. Well, there's many in the Spirit Temple in Ocarina. You got some in Stone Tower, in Majora's Mask.
You open the gate.
Now to get down. I want to grab that sand cloud while I do as well. Wind Waker and basically whenever the mirror shield comes up in a 3D Zelda, chances are you're doing a light puzzle. Are you telling me I can't get back over there without that? Oh. You know what? Maybe that sand cloud just is not worth the effort. Maybe it just isn't. Maybe if I jump from here, I'm gonna die. How do I get down from here? Oh, that's convenient. Sweet. I'm sorry, did I keep you? This sword looks bigger. Wonder what this switch does. I think the garden's going to be after this.
Come on.
Swear to God, Farah, stop telling me what to do. Reach under the door, grab my hat. Well, they do not want you going back through there, do they? You know, I completely forgot about this room. Huh. Thankfully, I don't think this combat sequence is actually that long.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Liking this music though. You know what, I just realised the increased power on the sword doesn't really mean much because I rarely actually attack enemies normally. Huh. Swear to God, Farah. Like, you saw that, right? That was a perfect counter until she hit me. Well, at least knock that guy down. Come on. Don't hit me with your feints. Every time I hear that noise, it's just get out of the way. Every time I hear that noise, it's just, oh, this is going to keep going for a while. Yeah, I saw you coming that time.
Be careful.
And come on, be the last one. Alright. So comparatively, wasn't that long. Where the hell am I? Oh yeah, the
Should be a way to
planetarium.
make this thing go up. See if you can find a switch.
What makes you think?
I don't care what you think. Go and do the thing. Shooting me again. Like seriously, if you don't know how to use the bow, don't use the bow. Yeah, I have mentioned earlier in this playthrough the ideas for the future Prince of Persia games. Because I'm not a particularly big fan of the original, not overly into the cinematic platformer style. So that's the original, and the second one, Shadow and the Flame, out. So I don't really want to do either of them.
I found one. Shall I pull it?
Not yet! Wait till I'm on the platform! Now!
There's Prince of Persia 3D, which I've heard is really bad. I think that's on the I think there's a version of it on the Dreamcast. Probably not going to bother with that. So it's going to be this, Warrior Within, Two Thrones. Probably do the reboot. And then the Forgotten Sands, which is set between this and Warrior Within. I think that sets something up. Doesn't look like it's set enough up. Alright. And again. Yeah, it looks like it'll work. Yeah, the Forgotten Sands was a weird thing. It's kind of a tie-in for the movie. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah, it's kind of a tie-in for the movie, but also a sequel to this, but before Warrior Within. Usually when people talk about the Sands of Time trilogy, they don't really think of that one. I hope this works out. Yeah, I remember, I didn't play much of the Forgotten Sands, but what I did play, I wasn't fond of the combat. Like, the combat had this whole new system around it that was based around taking on large numbers of enemies at once. But I'll be willing to go back to it. Yeah, but willing to go back to it for LP. Give it another chance. Who knows, it might have actually been a pretty solid game that I missed.
Look, a crack.
Wait, let's see where this corridor goes. All right, you can take the crack.
She was already going in there before I said
See you
anything.
soon. I'm up here.
Try pulling that lever.
I want to get that fountain. That platforming has lowered my health.